Hi everyone. Thank you for watching. By law, I have to tell you that this is for entertainment purposes only. All videos are property of Psychic Liz Cross, LLC. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here with the amazing psychic Liz Cross. How are you doing today?
I'm with the amazing Mr. Photon. How are you?
Doing good. So, we're going to do our weekly financial update, all things requested by our members this week, pretty much. So, we're going to start off with X Money, which is, if you don't know, Elon Musk's payment system. I believe you may have probed it briefly with Mr. Reality the other week. I remember catching that when I was editing the video. But we have a member that's requesting to know a little bit more about that. So, the word on the street apparently is they may IPO at some point. So
Hmm.
let's ask Mr. Musk, does he have plans to run an IPO on X money?
Do you have plans to run an IPO on X money? I mean, look, he would love to have an IPO on this, ready for the stock market. Why? Because what he's saying to me is it's another way for him to make more trillions of dollars by everybody investing in. And then he has a load of money to play with the business. They write off a lot of business expenses. They have to pay themselves salaries for running these businesses. So therefore, yeah, it's a good way for him to make money. Now, overall, I'm getting a no. I'm getting a
Hmm.
no from the team. The team are saying, no, this is not going to happen. This is going to fade out. There is not really much longevity in this. It's
Hmm.
just gonna like go sideways.
Okay. All right. And the other question from our member was, will there be a crypto coin associated with this?
Will there be a crypto coin? Is it? Yeah, eventually, yes, there will be.
Okay.
But
Hmm.
is it gonna make? I mean, if you get in early, you can make money, but it's gonna be like a pump and dump. Like
Is it their official coin they're going to launch?
is it their official coin? He will launch an official coin, yes.
Hmm.
What was the Trump coin? Was it called the Trump coin that like was a
Hmm.
pump and dump and then left people holding the bag? It's gonna do the same thing.
Okay. All right. And when do we think that might happen? Is that a long time from now?
When do we think? I don't see it this year.
Okay. All right. All right. Sounds good. Next, moving on. The next question we have from our members is about the Clarity Act, which we got a hit. We've been calling it for months. The Clarity Act will not pass this summer before the recess, and we got a hit on that. It did not. You've been saying for the longest time there's something wrong there, there's something wrong there. And yeah, now the latest news is they've actually scheduled a date to vote as September 15th. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to pass or it's actually even going to get resolved on that date, but they actually do have an official date, like a deadline for everybody to come and actually meet on it instead of just kind of putting it off, putting it off, putting it off as they have been. So, the question from our first question from our member is, will the US Senate vote to pass the Crypto Clarity Act on September 15th, 2026?
That's a no.
Okay. So, we move over to Kalshi. Sorry, I have to get I got a million browsers up here. So, we move over to Kalshi and we're going to see what the odds are for this thing getting passed. So before July 1st, 2027, there's a 35% chance. Before October 1st, 2027, there's a 40%. So these guys are going way out there. They're going out to like 2028 with this. I'm not sure. There was odds for September, I thought, but I don't know why I don't see it on here. But anyways, let's ask, will the Clarity Act be passed before July 1st, 2027?
It will.
Okay.
Will it be passed before January 1st, 2027? Will the Clarity Act be? I feel it will be passed this year. But
Okay.
they just want to put a load of stuff onto it. Other Congress people, senators, whoever, they're
Mhm.
wanting to put their own little things in there. This happens all the time. Tack it onto the bills, and then they'll vote.
Right.
Right. So that's what they're doing. Will it be
Hmm.
passed before the end of this year? Yeah, I do. Right now, the energy that I'm getting is that's a yes, it will pass before the end of this year. I think it's going to pass right around the midterms.
Okay. All right. So the November-ish time frame. Their next question is regarding XRP because, of course, everybody's thinking that XRP will benefit from it being passed. And so they're asking the price of XRP when it passes, I believe, is basically what they're asking. So that would be this November. So if we look at XRP right now, it's currently sitting at about $1, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know where it is on my chart. I might have to bring it up here. I got so much stuff. I believe it is hovering around $1. Let's see here. Right above $1. It touched $1 today. Wow.
Mm.
So, in when the Clarity Act passes, will it be above $2?
When the Clarity Act does finally pass, will XRP be above $2? No.
Okay. Does it benefit massively from it at all?
A little bit,
Yeah.
but not really. It's going to go up. I feel all crypto will go up, or most crypto will go up, and then it dumps out.
Yeah, that's what we've been reading. And of course, we've probed XRP every which way. People don't like to hear the probes that we do because it's just not what everybody else says. It's not going to $100, folks. Sorry. But it's going to stick around. It's going to have longevity. But just, I think it's a good time to buy it in the bear market. But take your profits, make some money. Don't listen to the hype. That's my advice, not financial advice. So, when Bitcoin finally finds its low, which we probe it every week, when that happens, probably a good time to buy some XRP if you like it. I personally am not a big fan, but hey, I'll make money on anything if it's a good price. So who knows, I may buy some too. So, next thing that our listeners are asking about is gold, which had a great week this week, unlike XRP. It basically hit our entry and it went. We've been saying to buy gold, not to buy it, but we've been saying that gold will find a bottom under 4,000, and then it was close, very close to the low. And that was like for the last 5 weeks, we've been calling that. And lo and behold, it had a great week this week. It touched under 4,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had like 5 entries on this thing. And now it's up like 11%, which is good for gold, anyways, right? So
Mm.
hit after hit after hit after hit. I was even telling people in the Discord, like, guys, have you bought any gold yet? Right? Because I'm looking at this thing, like, I'm not telling people to buy it, but like, hint, hint, stamping on your foot, like, so people want to know where it's going now that it's broken out. We're actually going to do that on the second part of this video. So we're going to do a forecast on gold and silver. We're going to look at Bitcoin's forecast to find out if August we find a low. And we're also going to do a probe on what you want to buy leading up to the midterms as well. So we have a
Mm.
list of things that we have been probing and collecting that have longevity. And we're going to go through that to see what is the best thing to buy when Bitcoin finally finds its low, whenever that will be. And you don't want to miss it. So we do a lot of this stuff for our members. We also cover equities on a regular basis. All our members are submitting all the stuff that we probed today. So if you want to be part of our group, go over to Patreon/remote viewing and beyond. And we'd love to see you on the second part of this video.
Yeah, see you on the flip side. I've got a question for the second part. I want to know where this injection of cash, suddenly there's a load of disposable income floating around. There wasn't 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
Everybody was complaining about the economy. So why all of a sudden is the stock market doing well, gold doing well? Where is all this cash coming from? So I have some questions too.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Thank you so much. See
Thank
you
you.
there.